Oh my goodness, what's up? Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Welcome back to Songs of Creation. It's been a minute. Hey y'all, hey. Okay, hey, watch me bring the energy. I got it. I'm not faking it. This is all real.
We got energy too. We can lift you up.
Yeah.
Lift each other up.
Feel me. Here we go. We have
Zero energy.
We have kids is what we have.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Our kids have our energy, but we have each other. We don't even have a lot of viewers right now, so I'm gonna speed through this real quick. Listen, if you're watching this, you're watching us on YouTube probably, and that's cool. Thank you so much for checking out our old episodes on YouTube. Hey, Pete's here. Okay, yeah, that's all right. Everything's fine.
Hey,
Hey, Pete. What's up, man? Okay, so we're doing Songs of Creation on Thursdays, Saturday nights, 8:30 Eastern. I'm DMing Lost Mine of Fandelver. Please stop by because we're raising money for the Trevor Project to prevent suicide in LGBTQ youth. Do something really fun, and you can make a donation in real time and cause a wild magic surge and make all kinds of wild magic bullshit happen in my campaign, which is now broken beyond repair. And that's okay. We're rolling with it. It's fun. I knocked out different players 5 times last game. They were getting all cocky like, oh, Wild Magic Surge gave us a free feat. Yeah, well.
Wait, do you mean you almost had a TPK?
No, I almost had a half TPK because 2 of them were smart enough to stay out of it. Nope, that's not true. One of them was smart enough to stay out of it, and one of them, because of a Wild Magic Surge, got turned into the stuffed animal version of herself and was taken out of the fight. So, thank God for that. Yeah, Stuffy Ex Machina. Okay,
What about what's going on with the you reached a milestone, right? Didn't you reach a donation milestone?
Yeah.
going
There was something that happened that
I
also,
heard.
wait a minute, there was a whole internet poll kind of thing going on in
Oh,
the
shit.
Discord. By the way,
All right, so I am thinking not knowing that, but I do need to follow up with that. Okay, so we need to close the first poll, bring out the, yeah, please hold me to that. Feel free to remind me in the Discord. I'm gonna bring out the now, what do you call it with the, when you do,
brackets.
thank you.
Is that what we're doing, brackets?
We'll do that because the community's gonna vote on what horror game they make me play, but not just what game, but who gets to play. So like you'll vote on both at the same time, and then yeah. Oh, and I announced this on Fandelver, but because you guys stopped watching Fandelver, I didn't think I'd have to copy this either. But the next milestone, once we get to $750 in charity donations, I'm going to share in the Discord my prom picture from 2002. Guess who I went to prom with in 2002? Guess you'll have to find out. Mike, do you have any announcements?
I sure do. There's something else I was going to say too, but I just forgot. All right, so you're going to hear music, sound effects, ambiance tonight, all coming at you courtesy of Syrinscape. So if you need that stuff for your tabletop RPG, whether it's online, streamed, not streamed, or in person, pretty nifty app to have available. Has a whole soundboard of different things you can use.
So nice.
If you're watching us right now via
Thanks.
Twitch, and yes, thank you. But also, if you are not in our Discord, why not join our Discord? We'll put the link in the chat. It's a really fun community. There's always a ton going on. In fact, there's so much going on that I actually had to turn off Discord notifications on my Apple Watch because my wrist just kept vibrating all the time.
Coward.
So now I just get them on my phone. I know.
Coward.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really fun community, good people there. And then finally, so next Thursday, wrapping up Tomb of Horrors in an unexpected way. So join us next Thursday. So Gary Gygax did not write Tomb of Horrors with players who will use Mage Hand constantly and Plane Shift and summon apes over and over to try to beat the dungeon. But they plane shifted out of the dungeon and they are now in a different plane, for which I was not prepared for. So we're going to see what happens this coming Thursday. So check it out. Last episode of Tomb of Horrors.
I have a feeling that whatever was going to happen is now strangely going to happen in a familiar way, but in a different setting. But what do I know?
See.
I'm just a player.
We'll see.
Thank you, Michael.
Of course.
Thanks for being here, you guys. I missed this. What do you say, Matt? Should we play D&D?
I guess we absolutely better, right? We're all
Yes.
here.
Let's do
Well, with the
it.
exception of Isabel, who, yeah. Hope you feel
Isabel,
better.
yeah.
Hopefully she'll be here eventually. She's got a thing.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Without further ado, play some D&D. I don't have a tagline, a cool thing I could say like that.
Let's
You know,
play
like the-
D&D.
Pick it up. Let's play D&D. That's close enough. All right.
Let's D and do it. No, that's
Oh
terrible.
God,
Oh.
that's like early '90s, like
Yeah.
you know.
I'm in it. I love it.
All
Just
right,
D&D.
Pop.
Do you do it? Let's see and do it.
D&D do it.
All right.
No.
Matt, say it real quick.
All right.
Take a spin.
No.
Take it for a spin.
Nope. I am disconnecting the stream if you say it.
All right. That's it. We burn the whole thing down.
You
It's
know
been
what we
nice
can
knowing
do?
you guys. All right.
Let's save it for the stupid thing we always say on Mates and Fate, like, "Hey, we D and do it." I don't know.
So
Dude.
when last we left our heroes,
do we want to cut Hydra? Sorry.
You can mute Hydra whenever you want. I can
I thought it
manually
was still
switch
going
it.
on the stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
You're cool. I can switch it.
Should I get Syrinscape going?
Please.
Got it.
when last we left our heroes, you guys were not fighting a Hydra, but escaping from the plane of Mechanus. What on earth led you guys to get to the plane of Mechanus? Well, it's kind of a long story, so or a little record scratch. You're probably wondering how we got in this situation. So go back to when you guys had revivified a songkeeper, right? A young girl who had been killed kind of by a giant warhammer crashing down on her skull because she her friends were planning on stopping, just a little light piracy. Anyways, it was the wrong ships that they were going after. Let's move on from the subject. Going back to the fact that everything was smoothed over as you guys were now revived her.
She was a songkeeper?
Well, kind of unofficial, right? Like she was songkeeper is a stretch, right? She was someone who had been trained to sing some, not really trained, but like she learned a few songs, not really trained in a formal capacity to be a songkeeper. Right?
And yes, I do remember that we killed her, but in our defense, we didn't think it through.
We kill everyone.
But Your Honor. All right, so you manslaughtered a.
Yes.
That's it. That's probably manslaughter too. I mean, he swung a hammer at her head.
But we revived her, so bygones and all that.
Yeah. And you are also doing some community service, which brought us to the current predicament one.
Oh, right.
You were told to go and find this hive. Something had been causing attacks on the fringes of the settlement of Hardgrave, the pirate town there in the Burning Isles. You also were hoping, in the midst of doing this, to go and find a small kind of detachment of survivors from Higgershill, from the Exodus, the machine-like building that floated away, carrying many of the members of the council and dignitaries and esteemed scholars from each of the schools, and just a whole lot of civilians as well. This massive cubic building formed from the Tower of Sands and the Brass Tower, or the Cathedral of Sands and the Brass Tower, floating over the ocean down away from the incoming army from Flohelg of the First Legion. Now, what ended up happening was that Mearshall, at the same time, had sent mind flayers who had concocted a plan to trap the city in the snare, teleporting the entire city to another plane, where they would then go and feast on the city for a time. You found a way to escape and eventually made your way to the Burning Isles on the way to escort some wine that you were selling across the world. Money. You now were going to try and find this group of scholars who had survived the wreck of the Exodus in this plane. They took their shipwreck to the Burning Isles, where they have been more or less living in hiding and in terror, given that there is no longer a home to go back to. For the last few years, there has been no Higar Shill. There has been no stretch of desert at the western end of the wastes with a coastline. It's just been ocean battering up against the sands near where Ilmater's Peak used to be. Now, you have a chance to maybe go find them, maybe not. But in the course of looking for them, you also wanted to pursue another matter of interest, trying to find the hive to snuff it out. You ended up also looking into the question of the girl who had sung the Song of the Sea to be able to manipulate the tides and control the weather. This is one of the lost songs, as Yellow Rain had told you, while canoodling with her long-lost love, who had been thinking of her and over the course of his long immortality.
Yeah.
Come to the Burning Isle seeking a way to understand how to escape his punishment, his being bound to live forever through apocalypse, through war, through famine, through things that should have killed him, certainly, through the entire city of Teliurga falling, burning on top of him. And yet he survived. You found the Temple of Time, where you were able to go through a couple of riddles and find a place where the keystone reacted to some of the artifacts, allowing you to travel back and forth in a controlled manner between the past, present, and distant future, finding drastic differences as you did, and found a way of being able to manipulate the consequences of your actions so as to shape the world, shape the things, the most minute of actions, maybe tipping a scale, quite literally, can change the world. You found a way to meet with the former High Songkeeper, Thrasymachus Vistane, who, well, ended up kind of turning into a dragon.
Just so dope.
Yeah, turning into a dragon in order to try and save the lost songs that he had taken away to make sure that there was no harm done. Spoiler alert, he kind of missed the whole ethereal war that happened. And anyways, he turns into a dragon.
That's a song I want to learn. I can learn songs,
Guys.
right? That's the next one on my list.
Good. That's a pretty tough one to sing. Anyways, culmination of training kind of thing, yeah.
Sure.
And also your character, it's kind of effectively a permadeath for your character, and you're just then a dragon.
Ashley's like, did I stutter?
So yeah, the consequences of it being that his soul is no longer severed from the wheel of reincarnation and life and death, and when he dies, there is nothing but oblivion, and he is gone forever. In order to gain the power to protect what he loves and uphold his oath, he did this. His assistant lost her love, a young elf who died in the attack as a number of demons came, devils coming and infiltrating the Temple of Time and almost making off with the lost songs, including the Song of Souls, which is part of the reason why the whole ethereal war started in the first place, is because the goddess of forgetting was unable to really perform their duty, so that the whole cycle of reincarnation was kind of broken, and then the gods and devils started to fight one another over taking the souls at the time of death, and rather than good souls going to the heaven, earth, Elysium, or where they should, they were taken and stolen away, and it became a free-for-all, just a grab. So, in the midst of that, things happen like Drevstoa's lover being taken to be tortured forever in hell. You also had cases where wicked souls were taken to be held prisoner, confined, chained up so they could do no harm. All sorts of things happened during the Ethereal War. After that, you kind of crashed a wedding. All right? Crashing the wedding led you guys to then get mixed up in a whole bunch of shenanigans that culminated in, I don't know, just a culminated in a Higrashili Duke abdicating his throne, that throne that would have probably gone to Bevigda Tawny, who later becomes Bevigda Voltregger, the mage who kind of saved your lives on a number of occasions and shaped the world. You also, I know this is a long recap, so we're almost there.
I need it. Lay it on me.
You guys ended up meeting, or helping the wedding to go off with a little bit of a hitch, and then not a hitch, and well, then a really big hitch. You found out that there were some plans to do something curious and nefarious that ended up involving kidnapping the bride and groom after their wedding in order to perform a sadistic evil ritual that culminated with the mother of the groom sacrificing her own son in order to appease the Raven Queen in a lost temple of the old gods there on the Burning Isles. The reason why? There's this rise of this new religion worshipping some god called Trushtak. She wanted to put an end to it, so she wanted to appease the Raven Queen and asked that she intervene to make sure that her worshippers not falter in Vergandal, and that the new god not be given so much power without a fight. Raven Queen was intrigued and also noted Bevigda insisted that her sister was not part of this bargain and would be taking her away. The Raven Queen said that, well, you're like it or not, you're in my domain, and you'll not leave without doing something for me. That something involved going to do a favor for another god that she owed a favor to. Mechanus asked the Raven Queen for help in redeeming something he had lost. In this case, control. Chaos had somehow slipped into the realm of Mechanus. Prior to that, a perfect machine where everything happens exactly as it should in a perfect, predictable manner. You went there, being plane shifted by the Raven Queen into this mechanical world, this machine god world, massive, this fractaline structure, and you shortly encountered hostile machines that wanted to attack you on sight, thinking you were part of the chaos that had infiltrated that world. You later discovered a wild magic sorceress, a young Huapol, a little fairball girl, who had accidentally plane shifted herself across, into a completely different plane, trying to seek a feeling of control and security and stability. She landed in the most stable place there is, which is Mechanus. Along with her came perhaps some other problems, a series of monsters and demons that you shortly dispatched. Then,
in a really dope ass hover bike race.
Yeah.
a really dope ass hover mag train
So cool.
light rail bike thing that was fun. Let's do
was
that
fun.
again.
That was a good mini game.
Which then ended in when you guys finished the light rail thing. You guys found yourself back in the real world, because we're not going to talk about the bullshit tavern that went between. That didn't happen. That's not a thing.
Oh yeah, it sure did. It sure did.
I'm sorry. You set us up a sandbox and you were like, hey, stupid players, why don't you cause chaos on purpose? And then you're not going to praise us for being stupid and causing chaos?
Did I get my best?
I'm just saying you guys went like full on. Oh, your mustache fest? That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I
willfully
mustache about the best.
It was the best fest ever.
What status upgrades does it give me?
Yeah, what kind of ACs this thing got?
Oh yeah, the mustache fest.
It's a monk outfit, I assume.
Yes. No bonus to AC, but it does give you disadvantage on charisma checks.
Ew. I'm not sure
Is
that's
it
a
armor?
bag of holding.
What's that?
If it's armor, then then Malik can't wear it.
No, it's not armor. It's clothing, like common clothing.
How many?
Well, actually, no, it would
pockets
be
does it have?
uncommon clothing. Hopefully, you tell me. With your sartorial
30 pockets.
so it's
30.
30.
Thanks for the gift sub, Pete. You're the best.
Oh, the fact that you're hearing this shit, Pete, and you're still giving us subs and not unfollowing.
He's the best.
Thank you, man.
He's the best.
Love Love you. All right, so you guys now find yourselves back in the Temple of the Lost Gods, in the ritual room where, well, the mother of the groom had recently, as far as you remember, recently slaughtered her son in sacrifice. However, the room you find yourself in now looks dusty, abandoned. There's maybe no sign or smell or sound of anything. Make a perception check or an investigation check.
I think you know which one we're gonna pick. $23 on perception.
You do see a stain of blood where the body of the groom was, so you know that this at least happened after, but sufficiently long enough that they've had time to clean up and to leave. You're not sure what the state of the world is outside. You're not sure what's happening. For all you know, you're still in this room, and it could have been minutes, a day, years. Who knows?
So, because there's a stain of blood on the floor, we would infer that we're at least back to...
After the ritual had happened.
After the ritual had happened, but that was still at least 600 years before our time, so it probably looks like we're not back to our own time then, because the bloodstain's still there.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it a fresh blood stain, did you say?
It's dry. Like it's
not like
it's brown.
ancient
It's kind
looking.
of like, I mean, it's no.
Yeah.
It's
based on based on that roll, I would say that it looks like it was probably maybe like it's still visible and not caked over with dust so badly that like it's probably been maybe at the most a few weeks, most likely a day or two.
The janitorial staff did not get that like powder on it.
Yeah. Yeah, the janitorial staff at the Lost Temple of the Old Gods.
You gotta put down the pigs.
So,
you get me. They've never worked on a manufacturing floor. They don't know.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love it.
Thank you. Okay, so we have with us all of the Tawny sisters and this Furball kid, correct?
and Shire Voltregrin.
The brother.
No, the eventual person that Bevigna takes the last name of.
Oh, right, the
That's
boyfriend.
according to your,
The future
at least
boyfriend.
based on your theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Who had done messed up pretty bad in something, and yeah.
who among
But
us
you're
has
pretty
not done
sure
that?
that things will be fine.
I think it'll be fine.
Who among us hasn't gotten their, the girl they love's brother banished or shunned?
Okay.
We're still like in the temple or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quiet. You don't feel like feels like eerily quiet. But
Okay, I look at Queopole and I put a hand on her shoulder. She's actually probably about my height, so it's a little weird because she's a kid. I'm like, okay, so where are you from? How far do we have to take you to get you home?
I don't know this place. It does not look familiar to me, but it does tell that this does not smell of the oils and metal of the other world. This is closer to home.
Okay, you think does this smell like your plane? It smells like my plane.
It smells pretty damp. This is not like my home. I don't know, what do planes smell like? How many have you been to?
We've been to many.
3. Now I've been to 3, I think.
Oh,
She keeps count.
make a history check to see
Yeah.
how many you've been to at this point, actually.
Make a history check while Matt does the math on that for us.
I would say it's
18.
like 7.
Okay, with an 18.
19.
19. Well, you would not remember as well because you haven't been there for the whole thing, but Miracles, the mundane plane. I think at some point you stuck your hand in the bag of holding, so that technically counts as astral. You fell through the sky plane, fire plane.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mechanus. And you've been into the 9 hells. So that's 7 right there, and I'm certain that I'm probably forgetting something that's happened over the course of God knows how long.
We've only
played
been playing 4
Do the
years,
animals?
Matthew.
Do the
The animals,
count?
no, that's still no. Although,
Same plane, different features.
yeah, no. One of you was inside of a goblin's tummy. No, that was Eric. Shit. Right. So, yeah.
So
Anyways,
7.
7. Um,
That's a lot of customs paperwork.
You've been to
please.
7 planes?
I have. I'm very well traveled.
I've been to 2. This one and Mechanus.
You've been to Mirachal's.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So 3.
I haven't
Okay.
been to all 7, but in a former life,
oh
I
wait,
remember.
8. You've been to the bright rooms.
What? Hey, what about the Feather House?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Is that its
We
own
we
plane?
going for the record?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Why not? Come on, +0. Here we go. 17. I'm burning all my good rolls on stupid shit.
17.
14.
Feather House and the bright rooms are not too terribly dissimilar in terms of how they operate from a planar perspective. They're detached, of course, but they exist in their own kind of subspace between. Think of it as like the membrane between worlds.
I am
that they
so
exist
smart.
in. Yeah.
I understand everything.
So, Bavigda's thinking about what she knows, studying about planes and everything in her books and everything. She's trying to make sense of it. Like 7. She's probably full of shite, but
Okay,
we should probably get back. I want to make sure everyone's okay. Last I remember, everyone was throwing up horribly back at the wedding.
I wonder
Something
why
about
that
shrink.
happened.
we should get back real quick. Coyopal, do you remember like the name of the city you're from, or the country, or ocean? I don't.
No, there was the Blue Stream, and the place I came from was very green. I don't know.
What type of people lived near where you lived? Was it
We
diverse?
traveled.
Was there...
We did not stay in one place for very long. We would travel where the food was.
You were nomadic.
Yes, I think that's the word for it.
All right, well,
What
I'm
were-
sure we can get you home. I mean, that doesn't sound too complicated.
Well, what were you doing when you plane shifted? What was the last thing you were doing?
Make a charisma check.
At 20.
Mm.
I
Or
was
22. 22.
I was crying. I was mourning my grandmother had passed, and everything seemed to have gone awry, and nothing made sense anymore. I spent every day going to where she stayed in our campsite, and she would sit there and she would make me a bracelet of flowers that she had found. And when I found her, the bracelet wasn't finished, and I thought she was sleeping. I ran away, and I was crying. Everything would change, and nothing would be the same. So I just cried and wanted everything to go back to normal, to regular, to a pattern where nothing would be different, and we could go back to... And then I was there in that horrible metal world. And everything changed, and nothing made sense, even though everything around me was always following the same pattern. And I think I understand now what, if not my grandmother, maybe a trickster god was trying to teach me a lesson. You should be careful about wishing for things to be the same, and life is not about being able to predict and control, but to be able to live with even death.
Seems like an awful coincidence that you, in a way, you got what you wished for as soon as you wished it.
I would not wish it again.
Well, I can tell you from experience, having great big emotions like that can certainly help you unlock a lot of power.
but it takes a lot of practice to get to that point where you're not so overcome with big feelings that your power is completely out of control. It's a fine line between, like, feeling so much and then not just, like, spilling the blood of everyone in the room, but you'll get there with practice. Deep breath.
Are you from this plane?
Yes, I think.
Is there food here that is not mushrooms?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Can we go get some now?
Yes.
I would very much like to eat something new.
Yes, but you
Fresh.
don't.
If you're
She's vegan, don't forget, so.
oh. Well, if you're hungry now, I think I have some rations. I'd be happy to give you.
I would prefer something fresh if we could.
Very
I
well.
can forage if there's forest nearby. I would be happy to go and
There used to be the most delicious grapes. No, good berries you've ever had in your life over there, but now they're just the okayest good berries you've ever seen in your life.
I would be the okayest good berries would be the best berries. Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I've had nothing but mushrooms for a long time.
come with me.
I'll lead her that way and see how the good berries are looking.
All right, so you make your way out of the Lost Temple. It would be a long walk to go back to that great berry patch, because that's way back. That's probably an hour or two south. But
Oh.
at this point, we'll say that
I thought there was one inside the temple.
I thought there was one inside
different
the temple.
temples. There's the Temple of Time that collapsed, right?
Uh-huh.
That was farther south by Split Shell Cove. Remember,
Uh-huh.
there was the story of where Pearl, the girl who sang the Song of the Sea for the town,
Uh-huh.
the storm singer, right? Where she grew up and everything, and she would go and speak to her imaginary friend who
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
seemed to have been an owl. Anyways, she would go and speak to the voice and everything she'd hear in the cave and learn the songs. And that cave wound around a bunch of riddles throughout it, and that led to the Temple of Time, where you met Thrasymachus Sustain. And then the temple collapsed when you guys were attacked by demons, and then you left and ran and had a big fight with the demon and the dragon. And then, leaving, you went back north, found the wedding. You were on your way back to Hargrave, not knowing what year you were in. Then you found out, oh shit, we're 600 years earlier than Hargrave. Town ain't even there yet. Then you went and found, what was I going to say? Then you found the wedding and got mixed up in everything. And then a little farther north of that, there was the Temple of the Lost Gods. You saw the shadows crawling up the mountain into it.
So much has happened. That all kind of blurs together.
I also thought, I mentioned the good berries because I also thought they were in this temple. I probably
I
wouldn't
thought they
have
were
them.
too.
I thought we could go around the corner.
It's a tropical island, so you could very well just go around the corner. But those specific ones would be a specific patch of great berries is way back by Split Shell Cove.
Well, I will try and help make our way outside and do a little bit of foraging.
It's about a 20-minute walk to get out of the temple itself, between the winding passages and steps and stairways that you find. But you get there soon enough. You open the door, and it is kind of an overcast day, much cloudier, much bleak looking. Down on the beach, you can see the tent is still, well, most of the things are still there, but it looks like they're starting to starting to pack up the remains of the wedding. Unfortunately, Zara's masterpiece of a chapel that she had prepared is no longer there. Have now kind of deteriorating, similar to as you would see a sandcastle being washed up by waves on the beach. Out at sea, you can see that they have lifeboats that are going back and forth, hauling what sundries they brought ashore and bringing them back to the ship. You can also see along the shoreline there is a line of a few bodies wrapped in canvas. You can also see a pit dug in the sand.
Are there a lot of people moving around?
Yeah, there's a good number of people. So.
Who does Bavigda and her sister seem to recognize?
Right now, they look down and it's kind of a blur. So let me actually make a check to see if they recognize anyone.
I know, because like it was their family's wedding, so I know they would know a lot of people. I didn't know who they'd be like going towards or caring about right now.
Right now, they are looking. Sorry, too many damn sisters. Beatrice, they find the tomboyish younger sister who had always looked up to Bolvea. They find her, running to her. She sees Bolvea and immediately goes and runs and scoops up her sister and everything, and then Bolvea takes her up and everything. Oh my god!
Oh.
Dude, where were you? It's been days. I have a story to tell you. Beatrice, I'm so happy to see you. This has been probably my biggest adventure yet. I can't wait to tell you everything. Have you met my friends? This is Adraxa. This is... was it Backbreaker?
Spine Crusher.
Spine Crusher. And also, this is Malik. And their friend Zara, I think, just went for a nap. She should be feeling better soon. They helped us. Oh! And this is Quiapol.
She's new.
And then she looks up. Hi.
Probably about the same age.
Quiapol is hungry.
Do you have any food?
Is there any leftover food?
We've had to get rid of all of this shrimp.
Not the shrimp.
That's been... Oh. There are some stuffed mushrooms, and there's also...
Not the mushrooms.
Not the mushrooms.
Salad, fruits, that kind of thing. Something that grows in the ground.
No one touched it.
I'll take
There's
the
plenty of vegetables and stuff. Alright. They're right over there. You can talk to the kobold over there. There's some kind of crab stuffed thing with cheese and peppers. It's
Delicious.
It's
I'm
quite
outta
good. Bye. Nice meeting you, Malik.
See ya.
Jeez. Yeah, you guys go over to... Quiapol goes with Beatrice, and they go and Quiapol just feasts. Oh my god, this was so good. Like, just eating and eating and eating for a good bit until she's sitting back, holding a slightly bloated tummy on her otherwise very skinny frame.
She's gonna be vomiting shortly.
Probably. But, so worth it. And then she'll have more room for more.
You know what she hasn't had? I turn to
Meat.
Adraxa.
Meat.
Juice. I bet that girl hasn't had something sweet in a long time.
Do you have juice?
I'm sure there's a wedding. I turn and I ask him, is there any juice? Lemonade, punch of any sort.
You asking the
Non-alcoholic,
kobold
of
guy?
course.
Cool.
The nearest wedding person that would know.
Yes. 1 second.
I'm sipping out of a punch bowl that's still out as you guys say that, and I'm like, it's vodka, don't drink it.
The kobold looks up at the nearby mango tree and tries to park like Jackie Chan parkour, run up the trunk to grab at a mango. Falls.
Can I
Keep
Can I help you
trying.
with
That's
that?
the spirit.
let me lift you up here.
Yeah, he rolls a nat too. So, yeah, he tries one more time, and then Kobold's head is just buried in the sand, and you just see two legs kind of kicking up.
I'll climb up there.
There you go. Get the monk to do it.
Yeah. Always get the monk to do it.
All right, roll acrobatics check.
Can't you just
Favorite.
run up it vertically? Do you even need to do that?
25.
You're like a god.
Show it off. Yeah, he pretty much like does it and then like holds onto the tree using just his feet, and then like
I jump from treetop to treetop picking mangoes.
you make yourself a flagpole or a flag, yeah.
Like Mario.
A stripper spin down the pole.
Wrecking ball.
That's
Okay. Yeah. Ouch. That would. Yeah. Anyways, you bring down a bunch of mangoes and other assorted fruits, and are soon enough making cocktails out of them. Yeah. Cleopold, smelling the fruit, comes and may I?
Have you had mango?
Yeah.
I think she likes it.
Yeah. Jeez. 2 more. You were gonna say something though. Sorry.
I was wondering if we could talk to Bevigda if she's not busy.
Yeah.
So
She.
yeah.
Fiora is kind of looking despondent and kind of sitting there along with some of the other sisters. Bevigda gets up, kind of puts a hand on Shire's shoulder and everything, and a little pat, and then walks off. Catches your eye. Traxa.
So you're all together again. You're all safe. Can you help us get back to where we came from, please?
Yes, should be able to. So, what I was able to do so far is this device here. The keystone, as you call it, is of course still damaged, but it has this protective cage around it now. That should help it so that even if it has any kind of concussive shock to it or anything like that, the cage itself will at least provide a bit of armor, you could call it, to protect it.
Okay.
You should have had something like this to begin with. I'm surprised people just let magical artifacts go without willy-nilly like that. The other thing is, you had described one of the talks you were giving over the campfire. You were describing that temple and the way that the thing would work when you would turn it.
Yeah.
There's a way of being able to manipulate this. Now, you can't do it very often, as the apparatus I have, because of the way Mechanist's components worked, this requires a substantial amount of energy to recharge. So you can't do it very frequently, but you should be able to travel back and forth between time with this. About, I would say, once every 7 days, provided that you, if needed. So every 7 days, you ought to be able to travel to a given point in time. I've adjusted it. Now, of course, you can't go anywhere yet. That's one of the things I have not been able to figure out. Maybe if we can dive deeper into Mechanist, or maybe in another plane, there could be ways around it. I've heard that I've heard stories of the Jinn that might be possible. They have wonders that even Mechanists could not dream of, perhaps, because it's not
Stories
swims.
of what?
For what? The Jinn can do what?
This allows you to be able to travel back and forth in time, but there might be a case where you would need maybe to also be able to travel across planes in time, or even places. Now, it's risky, of course, because places, being able to travel to a different place, maybe this mountain was a lot taller in, however many years ago. So in that kind of traveling, you could end up burying yourself alive if you're not careful. So I think this is kind of a safer way of doing it. You could always... There's other enhancements that maybe could be made to this. I'm not sure. It's so exciting to see something that... Anyways, what you would do in this case,
Yes.
added notches, it's hard to say back as far back as it'll go, because it will keep turning and turning and turning as far back as it can, and far forward as it can, so you have to be careful about it. But you should be able to manipulate here. If you turn this, not far off how a sextant works, but you should be able to turn this knob here, then turn this, and then you should be able to, as she fundamentally shows you kind of the operation of this cage that she's constructed and how the different parts screw a little to tighten and everything, so you can calibrate it and adjust it more or less to where you want to go.
It's going to require attunement and an intelligence check
Oh,
to
no.
be able to.
No. No.
It's going to be required an intelligence check to be able to operate it confidently to get to perfect accuracy of where you want to
This is
go.
the end of the
On a
campaign
failed,
right here.
on a failed check, you will roll a d100, and we'll see where that goes.
Ooh.
As long as it's
Perhaps
not
Malik should handle this.
Or I would say on
No.
a nat 1, it'll be a
Zara.
d100.
We
I
all
have a
dumped it,
plus
is the thing.
0.
We all dumped it.
Every single one of you guys dumped it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I'll go for it. Let's do it.
No. I just.
Go
If you would like, and if you'd like, I can try to send you back home.
That would be great, and
We'll
then
say
I'll
for the sake of it.
I'll
For this go ahead, yeah.
I'll sleep on it, see if I can get to know it a bit, and maybe find a potion or something to boost a bit. Maybe a
Who's
helm
home?
of some kind.
That probably would be for the best.
Whose home will you send us back to?
Well, you would just be here. No, you'd be here, just back in the year that you'd like to go to. I presume you'd want to get returned to your friend that you were taking care of, that you needed to get back to so urgently. Something about the end of the world, and
Yeah, we can't go back to our present time. We need to go back to where we came from, which is still our past, but it's not this far past. It's when, like, I think I'm like 25. So, like, 20 years before I actually started. I don't know. We just need to find Reggie.
Do you know a specific year?
Yes.
And I tell her the year.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So you go back to the year 1668.
Wait, no, I don't. I mean, before we go, okay? I just need you to know. I trust you with my life. We owe you so much, and we are so grateful that we know you and have known you, and it was such a privilege to get to see you again. So thank you.
I concur.
Well,
A privilege.
very well, Matt. And if I ever get to see you again, hopefully it'll be in calmer times, and maybe we can just have a cup of tea or something.
Well, is there anything you want to know, or do you just want to be surprised about everything?
Life's full of surprises. And besides, if I knew everything I was going to know, but before I was supposed to know it, then I wouldn't have learned much from the act of actually learning it. So
That's true.
I think I'm fine. There's a lot of knowledge that's gained from not knowing.
Well, maybe don't be afraid to, go on a date here and there. It might surprise you. You might like people. Same.
You're trying to put me. No. You know something I shouldn't. No. You're going to ruin everything. Goodbye. It was very nice meeting you. Well met. No.
Thank you again for saving our lives twice. Okay, goodbye. I love you. Bye.
Oh. To turn it on just. She kind of like. Are you ready to go?
Guys ready?
If so, just lift this knob and then that'll come back down.
But you're doing it, right? I mean,
Well, I've
I'm
already
on it.
calibrated it, so whenever you're ready to go, this should take you back to the year 1668 that you want to go to.
I'm holding it.
oh dear, this could go terribly wrong.
I think it'll
I'm
go
ready.
better since now we understand we don't throw it on the ground. So,
Question for you.
Yes.
Well, make an intelligence check.
No.
Yeah.
9.
Her or everyone?
You really need to get back to Reggie. Time's of the essence.
Oh, god damn it. Can I?
9.
Yeah, but I mean, I was
No matter. No matter.
It's
Meta.
not meta because what I saw happen to Reggie happened like yesterday. So. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's just go and yeah, it'll be a lot more fun if it's way harder. So let's do it.
I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go. Bye, guys. Boop.
Okay.
Let Sarah do it. Oh no.
Good luck with the furball we stuck you with. Bye.
The sands whip about you, forming a sphere, like a bubble in a hurricane. You see clouds. You see winds. You see rain pelting this bubble. You see the sky above shift and turn, and then slow, and then a long period of bright white light, and then you're back on a beach. The tree line looks slightly different.
I vomit immediately.
Yeah. It's a lot of light, photosensitive viewers. Sorry. Yeah, you find yourselves back in the beach and it's unoccupied, other than, a couple of nearby cranes that immediately just start to fly away. Like, what the out of nowhere!
Let's try and get back to Yellow Rain and Reggie, I guess. Back to Hardgrave.
Yeah. Make a Constitution check to see if are you like running at a hustle, or are you like just walking? What are you doing?
Yeah, it feels. What do you guys think?
What is our main objective currently?
Let's hustle.
Constitution checks all around.
All right.
13.
19.
Ooh, net one.
Oh, Malik. Something about the mushrooms, the stuffed mushrooms you had. You come to realize you don't know how long ago the wedding was, and they were stuffed with crab meat, and they don't have refrigeration technology back then.
Or now.
Oh. Hold up, guys. Hold up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
man.
wretch. You guys can
It's
wait for
funny
it.
because I don't even need to eat.
But you did. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Actually, as a monk, do you have the thing that makes you immune to poison?
I don't think so. Timeless
Good.
body is what I got.
That's me. I'm the one that has it because I'm a paladin.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah, you puking.
It's fine. The light made me puke already, so I'm for it.
So yeah, you just keep blaming it on the light. But the running and the mushrooms and the light and a lot of
I'm travel football again.
Malik,
We need to scare you, Malik.
I thought your cardio was on point. What is the problem here?
It was.
So a trail of seagulls just following your path back to Hargrave.
Ew.
Sorry, but honest.
Flock of seagulls.
Yeah. You make your way back up the island paths and everything. Stealth checks for me.
Okay.
I'm at disadvantage with that.
10.
9.
19.
Okay. You make your way back towards Hargrave. There, you find the city is in much the same state as you left it. There's, it's about mid-morning. There's a bunch of people barking, demands and everything at the marketplace. There's, people carrying stacks of wood and others carrying sheets of glass or crates of sundries and cloth, all sorts of things. It's definitely a bustling little town for what it is. You can see there are some ships, docked. Another one is pulling away. It's all in all, just everything seems fairly quaint and comfortable here for the fact that it's a town full of people who would probably get into a fight every night. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's that they get all their aggression and all their grievances just out of the way, but comfortable enough town.
Can I try and find Yellerina?
Yeah. She's not hard to find. You can see her from very far away. The enormous woman standing atop the ship, on top of the cliff, with the pink hair and the wings. Yes.
I just spelled out her name. Yellerina! Yellerina!
Drax! Can hear you! Everyone can hear you! What?
How long have we been gone?
Days. If that.
Crap! Where's Reggie?
It's just here.
Where?
You look and you see Reggie is there on the rocks.
Okay, great.
Actually, let me bring up the map of Hargrave so you can
Ooh,
actually
there's
see what I'm
a
talking
map.
about. All right, there is a map.
Oh boy, a
Just a
map.
moment.
Yes, please.
Okay, just a moment. Pull this up.
Is this a map we've seen before?
It is a map you've seen before.
We've been to Hargrave before.
Oh,
Ooh,
we're-
and it loaded and everything. Hot diggity.
There you go.
I love this map. Look how cool this map is. Matt made this map.
I did. Yeah, so the rocks in the southeastern kind of like little peninsula jutting out there. Reggie is sitting atop those rocks, kind of like looking out pensively at the sea. You guys come in sort of due west of there. Actually, let me just drag you from that thing on there.
I wish I looked as cool as Reggie doing anything.
She does look very cool.
Look
And
at her.
just a graceful forlorn, you know?
Oh,
You and I have never looked pensive about anything except deciding what we want to eat.
I think it's because we're older.
That's,
Nobody older looks pensive and cool.
that's probably what it is. Teenagers are so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It's the complexion, I think.
They're so dewy.
Yeah.
I mean, getting ashy.
So, you.
Right. Well, let's go see what's got her so pensive, yeah?
Make our way over there.
Yeah.
Should I sneak up on her and yell constant vigilance, or do you think she's not in the mood for that?
Make an insight check. And a stealth check, let's be honest. You're going to sneak up on her either way.
I mean, I was asking Spine Crusher, but my insight was 5. So now I guess I'm gonna do what I wasn't gonna do.
Here, I'll make an insight as well. 12.
Yeah, she did ask you, so.
Yeah.
With a 12, it's easy to see. She's got a lot on her mind. She might not appreciate the, at this moment, she might not find the humor in it.
I am going to attack her. Is that a good idea? I feel like it is.
Maybe it'll snap her out of it.
What? You just rolled an insight check higher than mine.
She's
He can
she's
still
pensive
choose to
for
do
a
with that
purpose.
information what he wants to, yeah.
That's true.
She's got something on her mind. Maybe you headbutt her in the back of the head. Maybe that'll wake her up. I'm serious. Sometimes kids just need to look out from
Stealth check.
within.
Big old open hand slap to the back of the head.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any of those things.
Okay.
I'll come stomping up to her at a normal volume.
Hey, kid! Why so pensive?
It's a big word for you, Jackson.
I know, I just learned it.
What's your father like?
My father? He's
Yes.
great. He's quiet. He's very hardworking. He's an extremely good fighter. He's a seasoned warrior, not as skilled in battle as my mother, but still fairly skilled. He's very hard on us. He favored Akara more than the rest of us combined, but that's okay because she was better than the rest of us combined. Tough to please, but overall, good dad. What?
Well, I suppose I had Helgrim growing up, and he's, maybe not so similar or dissimilar in a lot of ways. For one thing,
My mother was probably better at combat than him, for sure.
Yes, she was.
But she at least had a sense of when to take the baby and run away from the monster. Uh, I suppose I think about... He was my dad, but my father is not a good man.
Oh, you're talking about the demon that sired you? That is not your father.
That's... How much of your father do you see in yourself, or in your siblings?
I'll tell you this, kid. I see plenty of my dad and my siblings and myself, but also just as much as I see Malik and Brunin and Zara. And someday you too, Spine Crusher, but we're still working on it.
I'm an acquired taste.
I mean, I think you're great, we need to fight a few dozen more battles together before we get there, right? See, we'll get there.
Indeed.
Saying that our friends make us who we are just as much as our parents.
Family is what you make of it. It's not just blood. It's who's with you when the blood is shed.
You do anything to protect your friends.
Yes,
Much as they're part of you as own blood.
of course.
Thank you, Jackson.
And also just remember, you may have friends that make you who you are, because they are not friends you want to have. Even those you may look up to and admire, even those who might betray you. Every part of who you are is a little bit of result of them all.
Sometimes hard to believe the things that change. For one thing, I mean, everything has changed from my entire life. I mean, I was raised in Teleogotha. Now, here I am, the other side of the world, another side of history, with someone who, well, not long ago, maybe a month or so, worshipped the very being we were taught to hate. And yet, I know not to believe empty promises. I can't help. Sometimes hope can be kind of a barbed sword, a double-edged blade. It can give you the strength to carry on, but also you can, if you make a mistake in judgment, then I'm sorry.
You know,
A lot on my mind.
you know what hope without action is, right? It's naivety.
So I need to act. Matter. It's a leap of faith, I suppose.
I mean, here's the thing, kid. The whole reason we're by your side is... Well, one, we love you and we were there when you were born. But you are the focal point of a prophecy that features you having to make a decision that the rest of humanity, personkind, hinges on. I don't know. I learned a lot of words last week.
How long have you been standing here?
Here?
You've been watching me.
No?
Draxa, how long have you been standing here?
Which time? Just now? I don't know. Like a couple
No,
minutes?
yes. What?
Like, what? 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
Before you came and asked, before you spoke to me just now,
We just got here. What is the problem?
Nothing. Just your line of questioning. It just. Sorry.
Insight check.
Go ahead, make an insight check.
Nat 20.
With a nat 20, you immediately pick up on what's going on. The conversation you had seen while scrying into the future had, based on where she was sitting on the rocks and everything, that conversation just took place. You missed that devil by minutes, moments maybe. Maybe as soon as you yelled, Elena! Maybe that was the devil's cue to depart.
But yeah, Lorena said we
Very
were
sweet
gone
one.
days, though.
You were. You scried into the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
from the very distant past, with Syrinscape Vistane, he had the observatory, that device that allowed him to scry not just into. He was able to scry into the future with it. Very cool, one of a kind piece of equipment that you guys never really got to do too much with because the cave and tunnel and all that collapsed and.
Rocks fell, technology
So-
died.
Yep, unfortunately, that's happened a couple times in this campaign.
Weird.
Yeah, you'd have 2 nickels, but anyways,
Everything's so fragile.
yeah, you think. Yeah, we just need Nokia to start inventing tech. Anyways, you guys, you remember from the conversation she'd had with that devil that you had just got done fighting, or you know, the very same one who would then come and help wreck the temple and almost killed Syrinscape, right? She was speaking to Reggie about an offer. She came there as a messenger from Zephyr. Zephyr had suggested a plan. He wanted his daughter to help him to overthrow Krushtak, because a world without magic served neither of their interests, especially not his interest in trying to gain more power. So, his goal was to try to overthrow Krushtak in some way that required her help. What needed exactly, you're not sure. But what you know is that she played upon Reggie's fondness and protectiveness of you, of her friends, or loved ones of Yellerena and Verdun. You know that she proposed that Reggie come for a meeting, accompanying her to meet Zephyr at some point. So right now, the conversation that Reggie's been having with you seems like she's been questioning whether or not to go along with it, and giving her ideas of like, well, should she do something that doesn't make sense, and hope and trust and all of this, and sometimes whether she should act to protect her friends, even if it means taking a big risk.
Oh, we've been saying all the wrong things.
Oh, all the wrong things. Everything you've been saying. So now you have the context as you come to the realization of, oh shit, wait, no, that's what she's thinking about.
Oh, right.
Shit, that's right. Yeah, so
I was just so swept up in all the new words I learned, I got ahead of myself.
offensive.
So, sometimes I give advice and it's good. Sometimes I give advice and it's bad.
Yeah.
The point is, hope without action is naivety, but think about your actions. And sometimes it's okay to just hope. You don't always have to act. I'm hungry.
Action without thinking, action without forethought is also naivety, so, you know. Here's the thing, let's just be honest with each other. How about you and I, didn't we agree just be honest with each other all the time? Right?
We did.
We did? Is there anything you want to tell me?
Sometimes wanting to be able to do something and being able to do something on different things. Understand it's not from a lack of care for you that I would withhold anything from you. I like to be as honest as I can without endangering or jeopardizing your well-being.
Sure, okay. Well, let me be honest with you. We haven't been gone 3 days. We just had another time travel mishap. What do we call it? A time traversing event. I think we've been gone like a week or two. For us.
You went for a walk. You were going to come back in the afternoon. What happened?
We found an ancient temple with some time traversing equipment, and our keystone lit up, and off we went. Is this whole thing? Anyway, in this temple, because of some things we saw, we had a vision of the time we left behind, and we had this vision of you being visited by someone enticing you to go visit the man you call your father, who I will just say the man that sired you when you were an infant. We trust
Watch
you.
me.
We didn't want to.
Honesty.
We didn't want to
I
trust you.
asked you how long you'd been standing there, and you twisted your words to be able to say just got here, but you had known. You were listening to that entire conversation and trying to manipulate me in my choice. What?
No, I'm not. You completely overestimate my intentions. We have been standing here a couple minutes. We're catching up. Can you please just trust me and give me the benefit of the doubt? You know I'm not trying to... I'm not smart enough to manipulate anybody into doing anything.
Persuasion check.
But it's true.
25.
Okay. Okay, if you think it's a bad idea.
I think we may have made a mistake on our journey too.
I did have this strange dream recently. Last night, it's hard to explain, but I had a dream of a tower falling, or maybe diminishing in stature. It was hard to explain. It was something of a sun setting or rising, something altering a domain. Words I heard in Infernal.
An infernal. Well, while we were gone, we did a favor for the Raven Queen. I do not know how Torm will view that, but it seemed to be for what I consider good, because it was to hurt Krustak, and it sounds like yours is the same. So I'm not going to tell you to not do, we don't know. We have to trust you.
I have a feeling that whatever you did might have affected something.
Maybe.
I'm not sure how delicate you were.
Oh, kid, you know we are never delicate. Has Krustak fallen? Perhaps you do not know that name anymore because it's no longer a thing?
No, I know it still.
Well, we certainly broke something. We just don't know what yet.
Usually do.
Perhaps if we could find someone with books or a historian or something, maybe their knowledge of the world is more up to date. Anytime you do that, you should probably find someone who knows history to be able to get a sense of your bearings, like checking a map, so to speak.
We need to find the Hagri Sealans.
Oh, that's right. We saw them doing a flyby recently. The ones from... You mean the ship the ship that we were on, or do you mean the ones who were here on the island?
I meant the ones who were here on the island, but did you saw our ship?
It flew by and saw the town.
Oh.
Did a once over, and then seemed to go back towards where it parked.
Good. At least
Gather Reno, although she seems pretty set on staying.
she seems what?
She seems interested in staying here in Hardgrave. Vernon. the proposal was to keep me here as well. I've been thinking of that as well while you've been gone. It's lovely here, and it's so far and remote from everything. I feel like I could be safe.
Not the worst idea, I guess.
Not for the fact of the conversation that I just had. Meaning they know where to find me. I feel like they've always known where to find me. It's just a question of how willing they were to risk it.
I'll say again, we trust you. We trust you to make good decisions, even though the fate of reality hangs on the balance. Have you considered going back to the Feather House? Forever. I'm just saying, it's comfy. You're gonna get the hot tub working again.
It's monotonous and...
Could light a couple of scented candles, you know?
Yes. Not without candles. I will not go back in there.
So we'll get a couple scented candles.
No idea. A man who eats nothing but meat. Do you have any idea what he smells like?
We could just... What if we kept him here? We could just
That man is strong. He has not had gout yet.
No, it would be a lovely idea. A great way of being able to air out the place, for one. Yes, that might be quite good. But now you should...
We could leave Arlington here, and you could stay in the Feather House forever.
I'll consider it if that's part of the terms.
Okay, consider it.
Malik, are you doing okay? You look kind of unwell.
I
seem sweaty.
Think I ate some bad mushrooms.
You're very sweaty.
He needs to work on his cardio.
I'm going to go back up to the end.
Thank you for trusting us.
Constant vigilance. She goes and departs, and I think that's probably a good point to take a break.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's take a break.
Back in 5. Guys, if you're still watching, thank you. Just stick around for very, very briefly, and we'll be right back.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.
long he's been watching for.
I love it.
Crazy how long we've been playing.
It has been like 4 years, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
we had our 4-year
Just before we
anniversary
moved
like
back.
yeah.
Yep.
Shit. Hey, we're back.
Hey.
Hello. Here we are again.
All right. So back in Hardgrave, Reggie is kind of heading back towards the end. What are you guys doing?
Walking.
Okay, so it's my understanding now Reggie is completely amenable to going into the Feather House forever. That was my understanding.
Yes.
So we just need to get Arlington, drag him out, air it out a little bit.
What? Does she not want Arlington in there? Is that the issue?
Correct.
I don't blame her.
It's just all those salt pork farts.
Yeah. I have made friends with him. I can pull him out.
Great. We don't have to do
Should I
that
go
right
get
now.
him?
We'll put it on the to-do list, but I feel like, yeah, by nightfall, I think we'll pull him out, leave him here in Hardgrave forever, and then Reggie will go in there forever, and then, universe saved. Call it a day. This is easy.
So is this what you've been doing the past few years? Without me here? Just time hopping back and forth and back and forth. Making fun of Arlington.
I want to say it's the past few years. It's really hard to keep track, when you can't follow the seasons or the moon. But I think so, yeah. I'm a long way from where I started. I believe I'm kind of a young person here, somewhere in this world. Not this much gray. Yeah. Making fun of Arlington throughout, though, yes.
Excellent.
Okay, so maybe we speak to Yellow Reina, see how she's doing. Apparently she wants to quit being a Songblade to just shack up with her boyfriend. I do not understand it, but I have to respect it. And then maybe we go further inland and see if we can find the other Higuri Shilis and, like Weyrin Haranth and check on history like the kid said.
That seems fair.
Since we were gone, I think a radio has been invented.
Oh, Matt can't hear Syrinscape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's fine.
That's just somebody singing in the background.
That's all it was.
He has a marvelous voice.
It was lovely.
Jazz has been invented.
a lot of changes. God, what have you done?
What have we wrought?
What have you done? Yeah. Aw.
What are my fingers doing?
Oh no.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, can we go try and find Yellow Reina, I guess? Maybe in Vernon's apartment?
So yeah, it's straightforward enough. You head up towards, climbing up the hill, you're running up that hill. You get to the ship tavern, right?
So cool.
And there atop it, you find Yellow Reina and standing above decks. Vernon nearby, and he's actually tending what looked to be a set of tomato plants, everything, vine, climbing up the one of the ropes, going up towards the crow's nest. A lot of food.
Do we come up from inside the bar, or are we like outside looking up at them?
You are now standing on the deck at the very top of the bar.
Okay.
At the top of the ship, right?
Okay.
Yellow Reina. Yellow Reina. Hey. Hi.
Hey.
We had another time traversing incident.
But another what?
Yeah. We went back.
Should you have the keystone? Do you have the keystone still?
Of course I have the
You
keystone.
do, because you were able to get back. So
I would
I'm
protect
assuming
it with
it's
my
fine.
life. I can't believe you even asked me that.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's Splunker, should I get? No, it's in my satchel.
You have it.
It's in my satchel. Of course I have it. Dare you?
Can I see it?
Yes. I've actually made some improvements to it since I was gone. Ha
What?
I know.
Why is it have the thing on it? No,
I
it's
know. Do you remember the witch that saved our skin twice? Bevigda. Do you
crack running down the middle of it.
I did not do that crack. That happened in battle, first of all. Do you remember the witch that saved our skin back in ancient Teleorgathon? Do you remember
Why
Bevigda?
would we?
For the...
You were trying to do something with a keystone in battle.
I wasn't trying to do anything with the keystone. My backpack got stabbed.
And you don't think you're getting off. I think you're a bad influence there, Mr. Farragon Dolly, whatever stuff. I don't know. That thing.
It looks incredible.
Yeah, what would happen?
It looks incredible. You don't have to be jealous.
You festooned it with a bunch of coppery looking things, and now you're saying
I got us home is what I did.
It is an improvement.
Also, did you know that to use this keystone, you're supposed to just like gently, I don't know, touch runes or some shit. You're not supposed to throw it on the ground.
No, it can't be right.
That's what I
I mean,
said.
every time I say it.
That's what I said. I said if you want to activate it, you hurl it on the ground. But get this, apparently, it's actually the incarnation of a goddess.
Funny
There's
thing,
literally a goddess in there. Inside of it.
Yes.
You can kind of see it in the right light.
Yeah. She doesn't like being hurled onto the ground, I guess. Which is why we're always so far off where we meant to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm keeping it.
That's fine.
So you don't want to come time traversing with us? Why?
I think I'll find you when I need to. I've got some catching up I need to do with Vernon. There's a lot to talk about.
Well, it's only been a few 100,000 years. What is there to catch up on?
A lot longer than that, it turns out.
Wow.
Yeah. So much to catch up about.
I don't mind staying. I'm just kidding. We'll get out of here.
He's got your wine to look after for it. At this point, it's probably on its way almost to Fergandal. We'll be checking in the port.
I guess
We
we
have a hefty sum coming to us, don't we?
did a good job accompanying that shipment, eh? Sure it'll be fine.
You kept it safe. And I think it's in clear waters now. Not to mention, I don't think anyone's been out to sea with the big storm that kicked in.
True.
So it should be fine. Your friend wearing her aunt, though. You should find her.
You have any idea where to look?
There was word of, well, I do. The island itself is shaped kind of, I guess if you hold your hand out like a kind of like a crab's claw, sort of. We're over here at the little thummy part, and then it seems like they're a little bit more at the knuckle of the forefinger. Seems about where they were set.
Got it.
Then you've got, there's been more attacks though, happening all along the base of the thumb. So you might want to be careful about that.
What kind of attacks?
Well, there's been reports of creatures and everything. Just past that split shell cove you were supposed to be heading down towards are supposed to be attacks. What's his name? The trick of a code keeper or law giver, whatever the hell his name is.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's the worst.
Or that. Actually, it might be a girl.
Whoever it is.
I'm really sorry if I am, but
I don't
anyways.
give two shits about gender. That person sucked.
Well, at any rate, I think that there's a hive of some sort, and these creatures that are coming up from it. I'm not sure what to make of that, but
It's nothing we can't handle.
We hear
Sure.
about this hive
Although-
before.
Malik, are you feeling all right? You look like shit.
What?
Oh, for God's sakes, come here. Yeah, come on. We'll clap you on the back.
I'm good. I'm good.
No, all out. No, you're not yet. Not
I'm
yet.
good.
Man's gonna need some water sooner or later.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Have you had much to drink yet?
I'm a monk. I don't need water. I don't need anything.
Actually,
I actually don't even know if I can get sick.
If I recall, you had a bunch of fruit punch with vodka for breakfast, so it might have been that
Yeah,
too.
you're not.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
it's like
true.
and rancid breaded mushrooms. Yikes! All right,
It's just gotta work its way out of my body.
you're a monk, not a robot. Like you do need, right? Like
Fluids.
No, that's what
Oh,
that's my a monk feature. You don't need food or water, and aging doesn't affect you.
Well, let's lean into that, eh?
Oh yeah.
oh man,
You don't even
Don't need
sweat
any-
anymore. Yeah. It just
That could
glows.
come in
No
handy.
pores,
So
no glands.
yeah. Yeah, I love you were like saying like, oh, this is bullshit. I don't, this is the stupidest level up thing ever. And I'm like, you're in a game about time travel. Not getting old is a good thing. Like, anyways,
Yeah, no, you're just like Vernon now, just destined to not be able to die after your time has come. Congrats.
Love it.
Is that right? You're
Bless
going
you.
to have to watch everyone around you die.
Quite possibly. Let me just verify it with my doctor real quick.
I mean, you're an elf, so you already got me in spine
I
crush beat by
I
a
can
lot.
still die of old age, but I don't suffer any effects from it. So I guess I get older, but like I'm still like a spry young man.
Yeah, you still look like a supermodel on your deathbed.
Still tap dancing.
Yeah.
Gene Kelly over here. All right.
Need best plastic surgery.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you can still keep up with the best of them, even though you're going to be getting old and stuff, and won't need no new artificial hip or anything. You'll still be doing backflips.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, yellow. In the meantime, though, those bread and mushrooms and the running and the heat and the hot sun and the vodka, screwdriver, whatever the hells, are kind of. Anyone else would probably be lying flat on their back like somebody at your bachelor party. But at any rate, yeah, you though are feeling, capable and fine, holding up pretty well, surprising, astoundingly. You guys now have a direction of where to go next.
What time of day is it?
Mid-morning, still very early.
We have the whole day ahead of us. Perhaps we should get going now.
It's not a bad idea.
Kind of back the way you came. Alternatively, given that you know kind of where it is, you could always try and find the scarab. See if you can find a spot to be dropped off. It's up to you.
We'll come back this way. This isn't goodbye. We'll just we'll come back and see you before we move on after this.
Be careful. No more time traversing nonsense. Just just jaunt through the jungle.
I can't stress this enough. We have never time traversed on purpose, so I cannot guarantee that. But the odds are better with us now because we got the doodads.
Well, we did time traverse here on purpose.
Did we?
Isn't
Kind
this
of
where we wanted to come
untime
back to?
traversing.
We have
At any rate.
we've thrown the keystone on the ground as a bit of a parachute at times, yes. But
By the way, might be nothing, but have you guys noticed the way everyone's been? There's a lot of folks dressed here differently. Is there like some kind of a ship that came in, or convention, or something?
different how?
Or is that sails over there on that ship with the black feathers on them? Not sure what the hell that's about. But everyone coming off of it, they're all wearing like the same kind of black armor, or black leather, or black this and that. It's like, is there a funeral or something, or?
When did that
Raven
arrive?
Queen.
When did that ship get here?
Well, I don't remember. I just know that people have started dressing a lot more dour in the last couple of days. Vernon
no.
says he doesn't remember that. I know what I'm talking about, but
That's weird. What a weird thing to have happened. Maybe somebody did a favor for the Raven Queen. 600 years ago, and maybe that had an effect on something that happened now. maybe we did what we had to do to get back. Is
You did? You had to do that?
I
You
did.
had to do a favor for one of the.
Here's the thing.
Oh.
First of all, I had never heard of the Raven Queen. I thought she was the goddess of lost things. I thought, oh, that's so nice. She takes care of lost things. She must be a really nice goddess. Of course, we'll do her a favor. No problem. Also, this favor is helping someone who wants to get rid of cruise stock. I want to get rid of cruise stock. Of course, our needs are aligned.
She's one of the mad goddesses. You know that, right?
I thought they meant angry. I'm angry. I thought we were on the same page. I didn't know it meant mad. Like I thought it was like I'm always mad. I didn't know.
Where are they holding up?
all over town. You could probably find one or two of them in the bar downstairs. I'm going to go and have my tea for a minute and sit down. I'll see you later. Best of luck with finding the thing in the... Oh, God.
She goes and like sits down and everything, kind of like rubs her eyes, like it's too early for this shit. It's too early for this shit. It's too early for
Okay, so we'll come back and find you after we find Weirin.
Yeah, she's the thing.
I'm
Yep.
sure everything's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, yep.
Do you guys think Torm is mad at me?
Absolutely.
Quite, yeah, quite possibly.
Oh boy. All right.
Religion check, if you want.
Yes, please.
Check your religion.
14.
Well, you haven't been particularly like prayerful or anything, but you maybe screwed up. But you know that anyone, at least especially with the good gods, even the biggest screw ups can find a way to set things right. Or maybe to make the best of the situation that you're in right now. Who knows? One shit might wipe away 100 attaboys, but you never know. If this was even an shit or not, you don't know. Probably fine.
I mean, it's certainly not my first screw up.
I would say, based on your this revelation from Yellow Raina, you probably get the feeling that you should ask someone, get kind of, as we said, the lay of the land. But I don't know.
Okay, and so when she said Vernon said he didn't notice anything, does that mean Vernon didn't notice the people coming in wearing the black feathers, or he didn't notice that anything had changed?
Insight check.
Okay. 7.
You're probably guessing that Verdon's got his head, in the sand or something.
Too horny
He's,
to figure it out.
Yeah, well, you found out that the keystone shouldn't be thrown down, hurled onto the ground. Maybe Vernon's a little different. Anyways, you've,
Put Vernon on the ground.
just, yeah. At any rate, to each their own. We're not here to king shame, folks. So, you go downstairs, leaving Yellow Raina to her tea and all that. And, what do you do?
Do you guys need supplies or tarot red or anything before we leave town?
I'm ready.
Ready to
I
rock.
need not.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Then we'll head down the crab.
No, wait. Do you want to walk or do you want to try and find our ship?
Perhaps we should find the ship. It might be quicker.
Time out.
Okay,
What
journey.
kind of shape are we in?
I mean,
I'm
you're in
doing-
good shape.
I'm doing all right.
Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. We haven't had any rest or anything. I'm just trying
While, but yeah.
Yeah, but you also haven't really had much combat since the,
I'm down
Yeah,
40
light
hit points,
cycle
which
fight.
is just fine for Draxa.
Yeah.
Down 40 hit points is not injured for Draxa.
So you could get some rest. There's no time
to
line.
just
or
making
anything.
sure everybody's in decent shape before we disembark here.
We have
You could
cabins
always
on
try
the
and sleep on
Scarab.
the ship. You could always, yeah.
We can rest aboard the ship.
Yeah, I do not think it's super urgent now that we know that Reggie hasn't been kidnapped by demons.
Unless you had something else in mind, Malik.
No,
Perhaps
just
you're
just
looking
making-
for a night at the tavern.
I love to drink. But no, it's fine. I just make sure everybody's in decent shape. I didn't want anybody like bleeding into our next adventure because we are apt to get into a fight.
I could use a rest. I would rest aboard the Scarab.
Let's find the ship.
Let's do it.
It's not long. You head back. I'd say probably by about noon, you get to where the ship is, and soon enough you see Galpin Wellquist, the security officer for the ship, is kind of standing outside, and there's a rock that she has placed a number of seashells on, and she is just standing a good 10 paces back. Whoopsh, 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 with her whip, and immediately cracks each shell in half, one after the other.
Whoa.
Very well done,
Turns
officer.
around.
Hell,
It is about time that you returned. He was getting bored, obviously.
sorry, we had a detour. Thank you for waiting.
It's good to see you again.
And
Your ship's probably safe out at sea.
I hope so. We definitely appreciate you sticking with us and not with it.
What I would say is that we have set out. We did not link up very terribly long. We did go out on a number of patrols to make sure that they were not being pursued by anything or anyone. All good. They seem to be in clear waters, safe to reach Fergendal within, I'd say, 2 nights from now.
Wonderful. You get paid automatically, right? That's not coming out of our pocket? Like, you already have, like, direct deposit set up?
There's a bit of a process, but yes, you'll have your coin wired, so to speak, directly to you, yes?
Yeah. Sorry, it's our first time. Sounds good. Can you help get us up?
Yeah, of course. Come aboard. And then you go climb aboard, and there aboard the Scarab, you see all the same lovely faces that I'm not entirely sure that I can recall all their names right now at the moment. God damn it, I haven't.
You don't have to, Matt. We remember every single one.
Thank you. Yeah, you
It's
see
our
you see your crew, and they hanging out. Yeah,
Spinecrusher had like the captain's quarters, right? Like the big one.
I think so. Yeah. So
They go get a rest.
you go and they lead you to your cabins. Especially Malik first. They say like, "Do you want to see like a medical officer or something? You look really ragged."
Oh yeah, I'll go lay down.
Oh yeah. I think it would be for the best before you puke on any of our sensitive instruments.
Yeah, I feel like it's out of my system. I'll probably be fine. Just,
Yes, I know. I'm sure it is probably out of your system, but we're about to go airborne, and I know that there tends to be a bit of a. You know what? If not, we have a sky deck. It just ride out onto the ground. The seagulls will follow it, and do not have to worry about the thing.
As he's talking, I throw up into the bag of holding.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh no! Oh
There's
no!
stuff in there.
That sucks.
Oh no!
It's gonna get over
Vomit.
everything.
That sucks.
There, right now in the astral plane, there is a little tiny bit of droplets and triplets of vomit floating.
How does one mop up the astral plane?
Have you ever seen? Do you know what life is like on a space station? It's the ISS right there. Okay, so anyways, yeah, you've done that, so that's a thing now.
You've done
From
that.
now on, anytime you get something from that bag of holding, I need you to make a luck check. Is what it's going to be.
I like to give you some good memories, Matt. I like to vomit in the bag of holding and get a vest of mustaches.
God damn it! I forgot about the. Oh, I not forgotten. Remember that Are you wearing that?
No.
Thank God.
It's also
Okay.
in the bag of holding.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, that'll stop everything up. All right, so you 2 birds, 1 stone. You guys go ahead to your cabins and fall asleep. waking up a good bit refreshed and everything, and they've taken off and head, presumably for sake of brevity, you've gone in the direction of the Higurashili encampment based on the coordinates that Yellowraina had provided. And surely enough, you see thin tufts of smoke coming up from the trees. Not to suggest something on fire significantly, but campfires. Maybe even a forge or foundry, you're not sure, but they're working at something down there. And it looks like you've found a small settlement of survivors from Higurashil. So, you head down?
Do we need to call it about here?
This is probably a good point to call it. We'd say that, we'll say for the sake of brevity, and just to make it a nice, pleasing
Yes, please.
end of it. The scarab pulls up just over the tree line, and they drop some ropes similar to what you've seen even back in Kinder and elsewhere. From there, you grab on. Sliding down, you can reach some of the treetops where you can see other members of the Higurashili survivors are happy to see a sign of home. Word has spread quickly of Higurashil's return to this plane. There's hope. There's a lot of talk of them going back. Now you climb down the rope ladder and everything, and there you can see... Wait a minute. Out of the way. I want to see them. I want to see them. Where's Brunin? You see Baron Harant's concerned look. Realization comes across her. So sorry. Come here. Come on.
It's good to see you.
You have no idea how good it is to see you. All of you.
Did you think we were never coming back?
Yeah. No, I thought that.
Yeah, we did too.
It's really good to see you all.
I'm glad you're still alive.
I am Spine Crusher.
He's Spine Crusher.
Well met. I bet you are. All
He
right.
gets that a lot. We have a lot of questions. You missed some things and so did we, so maybe we can,
Love to.
Great.
She just goes and just gives you a hug.
I pick her up a little bit.
So happy.
I joined the hug.
Oh, okay.
He's-
Oh, you're well named.
It's in the name.
Wow.
It's right there.
Yep.
Malik,
there.
And stand on top of the hug.
No. All right. That, I think, we'll call it there, as you finally find yourselves reunited with Ware and Harant.
At least we finally landed on someone hot.
All right.
And Malik, you can bank inspiration from TT Tomes. He just redeemed his channel points for
I
you.
saw that. I was gonna say thank you.
Aw.
I was hoping Matt would make me do some kind of check on that handstand, but it just let me down.
Oh, you want to do a handstand? Yeah, we can.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Huh?
You
No,
No,
already
don't
wanna do
save it for anything important, by all means.
Yeah, I should definitely just hang on to it for next time.
You want to hang on to it for next time? Make a patience check.
Ooh, what is that? Is that a thing?
That is no, it's not a thing at all. Good. All right.
Survival.
Let's call it. We're all tired. We beat. Let's go raid somebody. Can we raid somebody?
Yes,
Slices
so,
and dices,
so
right?
glad you asked.
Yeah.
Everybody, please stick around. We will be raiding Slices and Dices. They're playing Alien RPG, which is their most famous and one of their most fun games. So let's all go show them some love.
Here we come.
Matt, thanks for DMing. This is so much fun. This is like my favorite character to be. This is great. This feels like coming home every
So-
time.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll be back in.
Right, because we got
2
Tone
weeks.
Hard.
Wait,
this
actually,
week.
what's 2 weeks? Hold
Songs.
Songs of
13th.
Creation.
on. Well, yeah, hold on. Let me just check something.
We could discuss that offline.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
We'll
right.
figure it out. We'll figure out scheduling and all that.
Anybody
But
can-
anyways,
Anybody keeping
Stick around
score
for
at
a little
home?
bit.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Lost my Fandelver. We had to change. We're not going to be on Saturday night this week. We're going to be on Tuesday night. Sorry. Thank you. And then next Thursday, come back for Tomb of Horrors, and the following Thursday, Songs of Creation. All kinds of fun stuff on the horizon.
Yay.
All right, let's go rate
Right.
our friends. Let me remember how to do that. They're online right now, right?
Raid incoming. They should be.
Raid.
Yeah, there
You
they
should
are.
get an air siren to go off in the background when you do that. Like,
I'm gonna do it. Nope.
Here we go.
That's so lame. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Everybody coming on board. Thanks for being here with us. You guys are a blast.
You know what they say on Slices and Dices?
What do they always say on Slices and Dices, Mike?
I think I just blew myself.
Good night, everybody.
That checks out.
That's the best one yet.